It might seem a curiosity that New Labour was born in Sedgefield. Instead of some trendy London suburb, it was here, in this collection of County Durham ex-pit mining villages, that Tony Blair, the public schoolboy, found his political feet. That he did was down in no small part to John Burton, local PE and history teacher, Labour stalwart of 5 decades standing, and long-time electoral agent and mentor to the former Prime Minister.
But this is the Labour Club. This was on a night time. This was lit up. Can you imagine after an election?
Right.
And the world's press were here.
It was just absolutely magic. They were great times, and everybody was happy and everybody was enjoying themselves.
George Bush landed in the field over the road there.
Oh, yeah.
There was 2 helicopters, because you never know which one he's on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
That's a bit like me in the lorry. There's always a second lorry just driving around.
This is my Arabella coming up on the right hand side. So this is my Arabella? The big one. His mother died, bless him, when he was quite young, you know.
Hazel Blair.
And so I think my wife became quite a sort of mother figure in some ways, yes. I'm sure you probably won't broadcast this, but I'll tell you it, and it hasn't been broadcast, was that when she died 5 years ago with cancer, and he was in Jerusalem, and he phoned up. He said, "I know Lily's very poorly, John. I'll come next week to see her." So I said, "I'm sorry, Tony. I don't think she'll be here next week." I said, "I'm afraid she's really quite ill." That was at 8 o'clock on the Monday night. At 9 o'clock on the Tuesday, he'd chartered a plane from Jerusalem to Newcastle, taxi down. He had her in his arms at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
That says a lot about the man, doesn't it?
Some people say that New Labour wasn't very interested in the working class. They were interested in the middle class. They wanted to kind of move the party away from its class foundations. And that's why so many Labour voters decided to leave the party.
Well, that's not true. I mean, was the minimum wage, was that working class? Was the right to join a trade union? The things that they did, the working family tax credit, Sure Start was an amazing thing for the working class. This was something to build on. And New Labour was something to build on. So it could go backwards to oblivion.
How likely do you think that could be?
It depends after this election.
About whether Corbyn steps down?
Yeah, I think so, yes.
And if he doesn't?
I think a new party will start.
And you'd support that?
I would have to.
Some are wondering whether the strange death of Labour England is upon us. Despite the polls, John Burton thinks Labour will cling on in this constituency. Should it not, in this of all places, then that death must surely have come. And 1997 won't just be the greatest Labour victory, but its last. Lewis Goodall, Sky News, Sedgefield.